right, so this is a 600-mile update for the Xway electric unicycle. I have had very little problems with this unit. Going from the Begode A2 to now a suspension electric unicycle was definitely a big change, but it's something I got used to pretty quickly. Just being able to have that cushion after each bump was a real big benefit just from my back alone. The one concern that I had going into this wheel was that I'd be adjusting the suspension all the time because it just had the ability to be adjusted. I really haven't adjusted it since the first time I've kind of set it up, and I set it to my liking. I'll kind of show you zoomed in here is on the softest setting. I haven't really experienced trying to ride on the hardest setting, but after riding the A2 for as long as I had, I kind of felt like I knew what I'd be getting into throwing it at its hardest setting, just not really being able to cushion any of that bumpiness while riding. I kind of skipped straight from small, non-suspension to the large full-size wheel. Kind of wish I'd have jumped into the mid-size wheel for a minute, maybe checked out the NOSFET Aero, because that wheel probably would have got me a little bit more comfortable trying to jump. This wheel, I started jumping a little bit too early, and if you watch some of my earlier videos, you'll see I did hurt myself pretty bad. So it was just one of those things where I thought I knew what I was doing because it looked pretty easy after watching everybody else, but turns out it was a bit more difficult than I had imagined. The one thing I'm going to change going forward when getting back into jumps are these front pads. These are fin extenders that are meant to go underneath this back piece here. I'm gonna switch probably to a different brand altogether and then maybe start hitting the jumps again. My biggest problem here is that I can't fully bend my knee when I need to without pushing against this front pad. So when I get back onto some of the jumps, I think I'll have to swap out these pads because I've kind of adjusted them all that I can here. As far as tightening things up, the headlight loosens up after a few falls. The seat is a little wobbly after a few falls, but there are some bolts that you can get at right here and tighten them up just with a hex wrench. Tightened up the pedals quite a bit just to kind of keep those from making a bunch of noise while riding. The other thing that was squeaking was this power cord, but I've been able to wrap that in Velcro. So overall, this has been a really solid wheel, and I'm really excited to put another 600 miles on it and update you again.